just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will get first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took it.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. And the Pirates in the hurry-up. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll try to run, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Pirates will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Clemson's offense has the ball for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Welch. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Corn. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He lofts one down the sideline. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you...
There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Pirates moving quickly to the line.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on the line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
And the Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's blocked. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Got it behind the line. It's locked. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Catch in the middle. It's Corn. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Back to throw. It's Gage. Punch it out of the air.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Just keep slinging it. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go right back to it. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Clemson.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 13 to Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Pirates want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw, it's Gage. Makes the grab down the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. actions now as we crank it up in the second. The Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on second and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a fool.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Pirates will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Leads it with the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll give it to him again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
To the air, it's Welsh. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One thing this team has shown early this year is not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. You got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
As a big down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Their pass not closes. He got thrown trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Pirates will call on their punt team. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. To throw, it's Gage. Under fire. Finds the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Pirates will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is. It's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Here comes the offense on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Made a defender miss. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Okay, ready?
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Gage. Going for 6. Touchdown, ECU. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They've got it at the 36. it's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets to his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 25 over Air Force. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw, it's Gage. Here comes the heat. The Pirates have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rushes on him. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Pirates decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys.
Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Oh, he got loose. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks the tackle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Gage. Bought a little time, lets it go. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Ready? One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Easy.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above our drop.
Pirates will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much. They'll try to build on this lead. To the air, it's Welch. To the right, complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He makes a grab. They will score. Saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive and stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work.
On the ready. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's locked. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Looking downfield, it's Gage. Behind his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Ready.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Hey, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Got his man on the right. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Welsh. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
A quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Missouri is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up 14 over Kansas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to throw. It's Gage. Here's a heat. They get a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this offense wants to get back in the football game. It starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He's got it. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully. They've got it at the 30. First down here for the offense. Making side adjustments here. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. And
he's on his way. He'll go all the way.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the back. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Pirates in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass, it's Gage. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The kick is on its way. He came so close to pinning them deep, and maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Unlock. They'll give it to the back. Just plowing ahead. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Right back to the well. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On the ready.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Banks. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. It'll be third and long. Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Fakes to catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Good right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards, and the
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to pass. It's Banks. Takes a hit as he fires. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back. And he is taking it back.
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively,
extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Fresno State is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 27 to Texas Tech.
Coming out on first down with the play fake.
This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Corn. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Banks. Fires to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs it out of bounds.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On his way from around the 50. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on first and 10 from the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're down to the 35 on first and 10. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying it off right now. It's a really nice run.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Banks. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Just complete and utter